It helps if this is on. All right, guys, welcome to Rant and Chill. On this channel, I like to rant and I like to chill. Here to be chilling, we talk about Love Bites and a song in particular, Epilogue. This is a song that came on while I was writing today. It'd be in the morning, Saturday morning. And I was riding on my motorcycle, and the song came on. And I let it play. Epilogue is a very soft song. And let's put it, this version that came on was Epilogue live in Tokyo 2019, okay? The Daughters of Dawn, which I have on screen as a reference here from that. Normally, this song, when it comes on, I do have a tendency to skip because it is a very softer song, right? And I may not be in the mood for that. Maybe want something more harder, faster. There's a pun there. Oh, yeah, you like hard and fast, don't you, Mr. Deadman? Okay, all right. All right, man. No. But I let it play, and I was like, this is absolutely beautiful. It's a very beautiful, well-constructed song. If you just listen, and it doesn't take that long to convince you. Just stay and just chill with the song. Just chill with it, and it will win you over. I promise you that. You would have to be a robot or have no feelings whatsoever, which would be a robot, for this song to not win you over. Okay. The beautiful guitar work, or I think it sounds like classical guitar being played there. And in Asami's voice, her emotions just pouring out the way they do. And sometimes some people say it's kind of hard to understand what you're saying exactly because of, well, there is that thing sometimes. You might be like, did Asami say this or did Asami say that? Oh, she said this. And this is one of those songs where very clearly you can understand what she's saying. Okay. It just like you feel it. And you do connect with it. At least I did anyway. And then the song, while it starts off soft, it builds up. It's a ballad. It builds up to a very hard hitting, powerful note. And there's something in that song, okay, that's very interesting to me. And when I say interesting, and we'll get into that. We'll talk about, I think, the way it's constructed, it references other Love Bites songs, and it references major influence for Love Bites, let's say Miyako. There is an element of Gary Moore in the tone and structure, especially, well, I'll say throughout the song, actually. There's also an element of Rising and Addicted, those two Love Bites songs. Towards the end of the song, there is like this melody that plays during the solo part. And it's a do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do, very much like Addicted, but also kind of like Rising. If you it's like, oh wait, it's kind of similar, but I think that reference is intentional. I think it is. I think it's done by design. There's also, it kind of reminds me, the riff, kind of like that of Shadowmaker. If Shadowmaker was slowed down, imagine the Shadowmaker riff slowed down dramatically. Okay, and I get that vibe to it. Maybe I'm the only one. Okay, but I heard that. But and I was like, I have to look at the lyrics of the song. I have to sit down and look at what the song is saying and talk about it. I mean, I remember what Asami, sang in that song, and it's like, but I'm forgetful, so I'll to take a look at the lyrics here. If you've never cried, your eyes can't be so beautiful. Okay. If you've never been hurt, you can't feel the pain of others. These two lines are very true, I think, and they are, when Asami sings it, and not me, when Asami sings it, it sounds very emotional, and it hits you. Like you have, and I see what you're saying there. Like, there's beauty in expressing that sort of emotion. And here I am, a guy drinking a beer, I ride a Harley Davidson, I just smoke cigars. I don't cry, but there's a beauty in that. There's a beauty in seeing someone who can actually express emotions and not be afraid to do that. Let their armor down and just be vulnerable with someone. Okay. And the other part, if you've never been hurt, you can't feel the pain of others. I mean, think about that. And I think this song is talking about not a physical pain, but emotional pain. If you've never been through heartbreak, how could you know what someone who's going through that feels? Like you wouldn't know. I don't know how you would know. A physical pain, you might be able to pick up even without going through that particular pain. For example, I don't know about you, but if you see someone have a gnarly scar, you probably have a reaction, right? Do you have that reaction when you see someone's gnarly scar, let's say just missing limb? I don't want to judge them, and I don't want to make a scene and make my reaction noticeable. But when you see that, I mean, I'm sure you like you feel it, right? You feel that your body's reaction, being like, yeah, there was a lot of pain that a man experienced right there, that a woman experienced, right? Right. But emotionally, something more, like a breakup or a heartache or, that's something that you have to experience yourself for you to really understand and connect with, especially dealing with the loss of a loved one and things like that. Okay. But the song goes on and goes, I believe myself will never be alone. We believe, you believe yourself. We are the only ones. Okay, so if you take that all together, so Asami's character, if she's singing as herself or whatever she's doing, I believe myself will never be alone. So she believes fully that she will be with whoever she's talking about, and she also believes that they will in turn believe that they will be with her, and we're the only ones. So I think if you look at that, I don't see any other way. But this song is a love song. This song is dealing with heartbreak. This song is dealing with heartache. Maybe. But no, I think this song, being an epilogue, I think this song is actually about two people expressing both pain and love for each other. Okay? I think so. Because you think about epilogue. What does epilogue mean? Epilogue is an introduction. An introduction to what? An introduction for the preceding days of their life where they are together and living together happily. Now you might have been through a number of relationships. Maybe you've been through a number of marriages. So you're like, well, that's a fictional fairy tale. But it's a fictional fairy tale that is... people like to believe in fantasy. The fantasy of it, the romance of it is something that people like to believe in. And people it should be a reality. Well, I mean, but sometimes it's hard to work through some problems, right? That last line there, we are the only one. Sometimes someone's not faithful, it causes issues. It's like, But... with that said, I think this song is about... let's go on. Something later on sings, if you never failed, you can't be happy for success. Now, you could take this in a broader meaning. If you've never failed, you can't be happy for success. You can't get success without failure, right? The only way you can succeed in something you do is through experiencing failure. If you never try to do anything, if you never try to do what you want to do, you're never going to succeed. You're also never going to fail, but you're never going to succeed because you essentially have restrained yourself, and then you're going to be dealing with regret, which is much worse than dealing with the sense of failure, because regret is like failure, but it's on you because you never did anything, and it's just horrible. But you put this in the perspective of, like, say, romance or love or all that nice stuff, right? You don't know if someone's going to be your one or the one or be a romantic partner unless you try, unless you go forth and try. You make a move, so to speak, right? You make a move. You drop that one-liner. If you don't do that, you're never going to have success. Of course, if you don't do that, you're never going to failure. But if you do that, you may experience failure. But through that, you keep on trying and pursuing, and you will find success. And you will then find love. As the next line says, if you have never loved, you can never feel the love from others. This could also be said as, if you stopped loving, you will not feel the love from others. Like, let's say you've been through several relationships or several marriages or whatever. And then from that, you become jaded. And I understand. I am a very jaded individual. I'm a very closed off individual. I tend to be kind of to myself. There's only a few people that I would say I love in life. I'm pretty guarded. But I think in this song here that it can be applied in that way. I think people could see it. Because think about it this way. Imagine someone who's never even tried to find love. Well, then they're not gonna receive it from anybody because they don't even try. They think they're not capable of it because of things in their head. Because they think they're ugly, maybe they're too fat, they're not funny, they're not worthy. 100% things in their head. Okay, look, there's plenty of fat people who find relationships and date and whatever. There's plenty of ugly people who do that too. You probably know someone who's fat and ugly, and they don't have any problems dating, okay, or finding love. So you got to put the song all together. Like, I think it's telling a story of two individuals that have tried. They probably have tried relationships in the past, right? They've probably been through heartbreak before, but they've been through the pain before. They've cried and shed tears before, okay? But they found each other, and they both believe that they are going to be the only ones forever. Okay. This song doesn't twist anywhere. There's a part where it changes a little bit. It says, just the way you are, just the way you are. Love the song you sing the song you love. Be the one you want to be with your melody. So be yourself. Be who you are. Don't change who you are. That part's towards the end. That part could be foreshadowing that if you do change who you are, then that could cause a major issue. If you do change, you could change your interests, things drastically change in your life. That can cause some changes to how you feel about being the one for the other, right? Maybe. That could be foreshadowing, but I don't really see it that way. It could be interpreted that way. I see it more like just be who you are, be genuine, be real. Don't fake it up, whatever. Don't lose sight of what was important to you, what is important to you. I think it all goes together. So this is just me exploring the song LOVEBITES Epilogue, and I felt inspired to do this from listening to that song. I was like, man. And it was like, I think the third song that played. And I was out for like an hour and a half or something. I was writing. And then I went to the cigar store. And I was like, that was Epilogue. I got to talk about that. So I might do these every once in a while. Okay. You let me know if you like them, if you find them interesting. Now I'm just, a guy talking about the song and the lyrics and what I think they mean. And talk about some interesting things about the song. And, yeah, man, I mean, you let me know what you thought about it. And definitely about the melody thing. like that. There, like I said, there's a particular melody that's played in this song that you could hear in other Love Bite songs. I don't think it's just Addicted and Rising. I think when Destiny's a Line has that similar melodic line. I think so. And that's not a bad thing. You know, sometimes bands have a signature riff, and you'll hear it from time to time. Well, you let me know about that, because I think we need a team to investigate this. All right, it'd be kind of cool. Anyway, with that said, you guys take it easy and have a good one.